Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at KTALnews.com. I'm meteorologist Josh Marces with your Wednesday morning forecast update. We do have some severe weather in the forecast later this evening, so a lot of these severe storms will not develop until about 6 or 7 p.m. So I'd put the main hours for severe weather between 6 and 10 p.m. tonight, but it's possible we could see some storms just prior to 6 p.m. and a few of those storms could linger just after 10 p.m. as well. So it's a pretty narrow window for us. You can kind of go about most of your day today with being unaffected by the weather, but again, by about 6 or 7 p.m. we'll really start to see those storms get going. Large hail, actually, the main risk for us today. We could see some hailstones, quarter to golf ball size hail, or even a little bit larger than that. Can't rule out maybe a few damaging wind gusts, and there is at least some potential that we could see a brief tornado or two, but I would say the tornado threat is going to be much lower with this system than the one that we had as it moved through last week. Let me give you a look at the chance of precipitation. Again, it won't ramp up until after 5 or 6 p.m. I put the chance of storms at about 50-50 for most of us tonight. We're awaiting this area of low pressure. So all day today, the warm air and the humidity will have a chance to build here, and those are two of the surface-based components that you need for severe weather, and we'll add to that some wind shear and some colder temperatures aloft once that Pacific storm system gets here later today. But the setup for us, again, this morning, we're running fairly mild. We're in the 50s here to start, and you can feel that breeze out there this morning, that south wind about 10 to 20 miles per hour today. Will be kind of pulling in that Gulf moisture for us, which will be the fuel for those thunderstorms. And again, we'll get a lot of uplift in the atmosphere given the warm temperatures. Will kind of heat the surface today, get that air rising this afternoon. And once the air begins to rise with that humidity, we'll start to see some storms bubble up, especially once this area of low pressure begins to sweep through. And once that low hits us, we'll bring some cooler air aloft. So that's why we have that risk for some hail later today. So let me give you a look at your Robinson Futurecast. Again, all quiet for most of the day here, as we'll likely see just kind of a mix of sun and clouds. Having a lot of sunny days this week, but we'll see a few more clouds through the afternoon. And again, everything pretty quiet until about 5 or 6 p.m. This is the cluster of storms that we're expecting to pop up this evening and then kind of move southeast across the Arctic through midnight tonight. A little bit of good news as far as the severe weather risk later this week. It looks like the system that's coming through late Friday, early Saturday will likely trigger some severe weather just to the east of the Arctic. It's looking a lot lower for us as far as that severe weather potential Friday, and then again on Saturday. But again, Saturday, much of the country will see this severe weather outbreak well to the east of the Arctic. Keep that in mind if you have some travel plans over towards Jackson, Birmingham, or maybe the Atlanta area. But here in the Arctic, I'm expecting things will stay quiet for us Friday and Saturday. And let me give you a look here at Futurecast. We'll just kind of pick it up here Friday afternoon, Friday evening, and you can see any storms will kind of sweep through pretty quickly here, but most of the rain expected to stay well to the east of us. In the 7-day forecast showing you those temperatures in the 70s and 80s. A little cooler as that front will roll by late in the week and cool us into the 70s over the weekend.